What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about a tier list. And this is not any ordinary tier list. This is going to be the Shonen anime tier list. Alright? Now let's get into it. And we're going to go ahead and get this started. Alright? Just make sure this is working. Alright. So the first anime that we have on the Shonen tier list is Attack on Titan, which is kind of weird. Just a little thing out there. I didn't make this tier list, but I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan is a seinen. But whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and rate it. It's most of it is shonen, so I don't really care. So it's a little inaccurate, but it's okay. But Attack on Titan. I mean, if you guys are watching it, I don't have to say anything. If you guys are watching it, you should definitely go watch it because this anime is crazy. This is probably one of the best anime I have ever watched, and I am not capping on that point. The- just go watch it. If you guys don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure 99% of you guys know what it is, so there's no more explaining need to be done there. So Black Clover. Black Clover is kind of interesting because I don't know, Black Clover is a little 50-50 for me because Black Clover I really like, when they're in the arc and everything, but then when it comes to fillers I'm like I'm not feeling it because like right now I'm taking a break from it because there's just so much anime to watch and I'm not gonna have time to catch up with Black Clover. But I do think it's passable. I do think it's good, so I'm gonna put Black Clover at B for me. And then we have Bleach. Bleach is probably one of my favorite anime of all time, but I do I'm gonna be a little realistic, and Bleach it really isn't all that. It's just really stuck out to me as a person, so I'm gonna say it's a B tier type of shonen. So next we have some type of exorcist. I forgot what the exorcist. I think it's like Blue Exorcist or something. Uh, I'm gonna put it at dog water. Like I watched like 10 episodes of it, and I was just like, why the hell am I watching this anime? There's literally nothing that's unique or cool about this anime at all. I think a lot of my friends like this anime, but for me, I was like, there's nothing cool about this anime. It feels so cliche. Why the hell am I watching it? So I'm gonna put it in a dog water. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna get upset because this is very opinion based. But there's no reason for me to watch that anime. I honestly consider it a waste of time. So Boruto, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of angry people about this, but I believe Boruto is dog water. I believe it's just straight up dog water. I do not like Boruto. This is like, to be honest, like there's people that like it, right? There's people that think it's passable, but to me, it's not. Like there's only like what 2, 3 episodes that are actually good that people like. It gets trending on Twitter. But like, if those are the only things that the anime brings, 3 episodes, the only thing that the anime brings, I'm sorry, but it's not a good anime. Like literally every Attack on Titan episode is good, but Boruto, this like one episode far in between like 50, 60 episodes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's dog water just based on like that comparison. And just the fact that I don't like it. It just feels like a slice of life anime but in the Naruto world. So yeah, it's I'm not really feeling uh Boruto. Dragon Ball Super, I do think it's way better than Boruto, so I'm gonna put at C, but it's still not anything special. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Dragon Ball Z was probably one of the best anime that I've watched in my days, but Dragon Ball Super is just not like most of the arcs are just not acceptable. The Trunks arc, then you had you know the the parallel universe arc, and then you had the tournament of power. It was okay, but it just felt so dragged out. I feel like Dragon Ball Z was dragged out, but there was so many good moments in Dragon Ball Z that it kind of like pushed down the moments of the bad, dragged out places. But Dragon Ball Super, there just wasn't that many moments that were acceptable. Really, the only like hype moment in Dragon Ball Super was Goku going Ultra Instinct. That was really it. There wasn't really anything that stood out to a Dragon Ball Z fan, and I would say maybe him going God for the first time, but that was like the movies, so I don't really count that as like part of the anime. Like those movies were came out before the anime, so I don't really count that as part of the anime. But it is what it is. But I just don't like it. I mean, I like it just because the nostalgia, but like let's be real, it's not that good of an anime. And then okay, so since I have Super in C, of course I'm gonna put Dragon Ball Z at B because Dragon Ball Z is just it was just good. It's everybody's childhood. Like there's nothing more that I can really say. Like I was saying before in the Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z was just high action. There was some dragged out parts, yes, like maybe like Vegeta charging a Vegeta charging up Final Flash for like 5 episodes. That's a little ludicrous. But I feel like there's just so many philosophy ideas. There's so many crazy characters that get power ups. It was just back to back to back. Like if you're gonna tell me the Saiyan arc, the Frieza arc, the Cell arc weren't some of the best arcs in shonen anime that you've ever seen, then you are definitely capping. But I do peg it down a couple notches because of how dragged out some of the arcs were and how dragged out some of the transformations and power ups were. So I'll give it that. So that's why I'm putting it as B. So so we're gonna go ahead and look at Death Note. Death Note. I'm not sure if it's a shonen anime, but it was probably in Shonen Jump. So I'm gonna give Death Note and I really like the anime. The anime was pretty good, but I'm gonna have to peg it down from S tier because S tier is exclusive. You have to be really, really good. And I'm gonna say, the little thing with L. This is spoilers, but the little thing with L, being dying, he got hold, he got hold by lights. But I just don't think that the later parts of the season were that hype in comparison to the first part of the season. I thought the first part of the season was S tier, right? But then when they went on to with Nier and Mello and all the other characters, I was like, yeah, it's okay. It was still like had you on the tip of your seat, but I'm gonna have to knock it down a few pegs for the part two of the first season because it just didn't have that mystical feel about it anymore without L. L was a really important character, and then when you take that out, it's kind of like Aizen not being in Bleach for a whole arc. It's kind of like that. So I'm gonna take it down a few notches and put it at A, but it's still a great show. If you guys haven't watched it, you should go watch it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now this is one that could be exclusive. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood it's just a masterclass. Like I don't think anybody can have have problems with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like I've never heard somebody say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was boring or it just wasn't or they dropped the anime. Like I've never heard that from somebody. So and just in my opinion, I think that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does everything that a shonen should. The adventure, them trying to find out more about their past, them trying to find out the world building, just everything in the show was just well crafted. It didn't go on for too long. It wasn't too short. It ended. I would say the ending was a little rocky, but I still loved it. So I think that Full Metal Alchemist is S tier. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and say Fairy Tail. I have not watched that. I've heard. If I had watched it, I'd probably put it at dog water because there's a lot of negative comments about Fairy Tail. But I feel like Fairy Tail is very 50-50. You either love it or you hate it. So, but I haven't watched it, so I'm not gonna give my opinion on that. So Gintama, I have watched Gintama. I would say I've watched about like 50, 60 episodes, and it's not dog water, but I'm gonna put it at C. Just for me, it felt like a sitcom anime, and I'm not really a sitcom type of person. So like, there's no like purpose that Gintama and his friends are trying to do. There's no villain. I mean, there might be later on in the series, but for where I'm at in the anime, like 50, 60 episodes in, it just felt like a sitcom type of anime, and I just did not enjoy that. And I know you guys are probably going to say, keep on watching, but it just wasn't for me. If I'm 50, 60 episodes into an anime it has to be delivering at some point. So I didn't really like it in terms of that. Um, you know, call me whatever, but I just didn't enjoy Gentama, and that's just my opinion. All right. Okay, Haikyuu, I have not watched. I've heard very good things about it, but I just haven't got to it. Hunter x Hunter, I would say Hunter x Hunter is an A. I would say Hunter x Hunter does a lot of things very well. It's just that the fact that the fact that you know the writer, the author has been on hiatus forever. Like I'm gonna have to knock it down a peg for that because like it's not complete, and even though a lot of the good anime or manga are not complete, I just think Hunter x Hunter can offer so much more than it has right now because there's so much potential in Hunter x Hunter right now, and I think that it's basically unfinished. So I wouldn't I wouldn't want to for somebody to get into Hunter x Hunter and then they're expecting new content and then it's just not gonna come. So Hunter x Hunter is very good, but there's just something about it that there's just it's not finished and we're not gonna be getting that anytime soon as of now. So it just feels very incomplete. But I loved it for what the show is. I would recommend it, but try not to read the manga because the manga is coming out very very slowly, and you're gonna be dying of anticipation. Hajime no Ippo, I haven't watched it. I've heard very good things about it. So JoJo, I have watched JoJo, and I'm gonna put JoJo at an S tier. Like, there's really nothing to not like about JoJo. JoJo is just a shonen tier list, a shonen anime. It's perfect. Like, there's no complaints from me from JoJo. I mean, there's some people that don't like the first season and the second season, but I thought the first season and second season were good. I thought the second season was like one of the best seasons ever. This first season is a little weak, but compared to the others, but it's just probably because of the age. The first season came out in like the 1900s, so like 1990 somewhere around there. So I like compare it to now the modern stuff. Like it's kind of disingenuous because that was created so long ago, but JoJo's is just the staple of Shonen Jump. Like I've heard like this like raw statistics saying that like so JoJo was basically the staple of Shonen Jump for a long time. So we're gonna have to give it credit's due, and I just love the anime. The manga's probably even better to be honest, but it's just there's nothing I can't rail on. Like S tier is like perfect. Like there's nothing that I can find in my brain or space to say that that's not a good shonen anime. Ruru Kenshin, I've heard about it. I played the guy in Jump Force, but I haven't watched it yet. It's a pretty old anime for what I know, so maybe I will, maybe I won't, but we'll see. This I don't know. I don't know if this is Slam Dunk or Kuro Kuro no Basket, but I haven't watched it. I don't know what that is. My Hero Academia. So My Hero Academia, it's pretty weird, cause as of right now in the anime, I feel like the anime seasons are very hit or miss. The fourth season, like the second part of it with Overhaul, I wasn't really into that arc. It's just it was so like, oh, we need to plan it out. We need to do this. We need to do this. And then when the action came, it was like 10 seconds of an episode. So I don't know. I feel like it was very hyped up, and then we got like 10% of that hype, and then it never went anywhere. So I do think that My Hero Academia could improve in the future, but as of right now, as like of the four seasons that we have right now, the first season was alright. It wasn't all that. I would say the only thing that I liked in My Hero Academia anime was the tournament arc. That was probably one of the best arcs that we've had so far. And to be honest, the tournament arc is general for most shonen anime, so it's not like anything out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it as B. It's above average, but I feel like it has the potential to do so much more, and maybe we'll see that in the next seasons. But as of right now, I don't think the seasons that they have out right now are crazy. The only things that I can like say off the top of my head was a tournament arc, and then All Might, going against All for One. So that's the only memorable moments that I have of the anime. Naruto. This is okay. Yeah, they have Naruto Shippuden. So Naruto, I would say Naruto was pretty good. It was pretty well balanced. I would put Naruto at B. I would put Naruto at B. It makes a good sense. There was a lot to love about the anime. There wasn't, everything was explained well. Everything was good. So, Naruto is Naruto. I mean, a lot of people have watched Naruto. And if you guys haven't watched it, you probably should. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say about Naruto. It's just Naruto. Seven Deadly Sins, I'm gonna have to put that at C. I don't like it, especially after the abysmal season they had with Meliodas versus Escanor. I dropped it. I couldn't get into it anymore, which is crazy because the first season was pretty good. Second season was all right, and then I feel like it just kept on decreasing in quality after. So, I mean, it is what it is. Noragami, I really like this anime, but to be honest, it's not all that. Um, it's nothing serious. I'd put it at C tier. There's nothing really crazy about Noragami, but it's a pretty decent anime to watch if you just have time to spare. So I would recommend to watch it, but it's nothing crazy. Like Noragami is not beating Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, any of these guys. One Piece, I do believe One Piece is good. I might put it at S tier, but I'm pretty torn if it's A tier or S tier because One Piece has so many episodes, so it's kind of hard to keep up with it. Maybe it's hot. Yeah, I'm gonna put it S tier. One Piece has probably the best world building. It probably has the best group of characters because you might see a character in one arc and then they come back in the next arc. It's not like you have. It has so many characters, but these characters still stay relevant in this world of One Piece. So that's why, people love One Piece. It's such a good world building shonen, and it's just very interconnected. Like every relationship in One Piece can be seen in the show, and it can affect certain parts of the world. Some things that the One Piece crew does, they can like Luffy crews does can affect the other crews, and it's just crazy how you can see the dynamic of pirate crews, the military, just people living a normal life. It's crazy how all of these things mesh together, and they just show how well crafted One Piece really is. And I gotta give props to Oda because to have more than 1,000 chapters and it still be well knit and a well driven story, that's crazy. Right? I can't say the same thing about Bleach, but I'm pretty sure he was pressured for time. But still, like to have a old story like this and still be on the top of its game, that guy is a demon. He is not human. One Punch Man. I'm pretty sure One Punch Man is not a shonen, but whatever. I would put One Punch Man as a B. It's nothing crazy, but or as an anime. Actually, we're talking about anime, so anime, I would put it as a C. And this it's nothing that's against One Punch Man fans. It's just that the second season, it's kind of hard to outdo the first season because everybody was working on that first season. So it's just the reputation. The reputation has gone down. People are way less hyped about it because of what happened in the second season. I don't think the second season was bad. I love Garu as a villain or somebody that's turning into a villain, but the animation wasn't as good as the first season, so people are gonna knock it down a couple pegs. This one, I don't know what this one is. I haven't watched it. Naruto Shippuden. I would put Naruto Shippuden as a. I would put it as an A, and why I say this is because Naruto Shippuden is better than Naruto. For a first, I mean a lot of Naruto fans are probably gonna disagree, but I think Shippuden, because people are like, oh, they just get crazy power ups, they're fucking planet busters at the end of it. And I don't care about all that crap. I care about the story and the lore. The lore and story of Shippuden it was crazy. It was so in depth compared to Naruto. Like we got the backstory of Itachi, We got the backstory of Kakashi. We got the backstory of Obito. There's so many lore-driven aspects of Shippuden that led up to all these events. We got Nagato. We got Pain. You know, we know what happened in Naruto, and then it's just going expanded even further. It's just so much to learn in Shippuden that if you guys haven't watched it, I suggest you guys to watch it to catch up to it because there's just so the story was so much. I mean, you know, a lot of people say the fillers, but I mean, every shonen anime has fillers, so I'm gonna give it a pass for that. All right. Soul Eater, never watched. Promised Neverland. I'm probably gonna give it a C, just because of the first season. I really like the first season, but you know, as if you guys are a Promised Neverland fan and you're watching it now, you're probably like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, they kind of ruined the second season. So if you guys want to know, just watch Promised Neverland. I would suggest the first season, and then just read the manga because I don't know why, but they're just trying to get rid of the manga right now. It's just they're trying to get rid of the anime since the manga's already ended, and I don't know why. They're just rushing the anime, so it's the second season is not looking good at all. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho I have not watched, but I do want to watch it in the future because Yu Yu Hakusho is the same author of Hunter x Hunter, and if Hunter x Hunter is crazy, I know I'm gonna watch. I know I'm gonna love Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, so that's it. You know, we only got 4 in S tier, 3 in A tier, a lot in B and C, a lot of haven't watched. You know, just Dogwater, Exorcist, and Boruto. I don't like them at all. There's nothing I could really like. There's no reason to watch it for me, so that's why I put them in Dogwater. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and like it, and if you guys liked the video, go ahead and like it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. About 99% of you guys are subscribed. So yeah, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Go.